guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today you guys will be watching me do a red bottom full set. This isn't really a tutorial, it's really more of a watch me work. This was my first time doing this and I hope you guys enjoy. So right here you see me using my cuticle pusher to push back her cuticles. This is a very important step when you're doing your prep to prevent lifting and to have your nails to have an overall clean look. So I'm going to do that on all 10 of her fingers. Done using my cuticle pusher. Right here I'm going to go in with this nail bit that I got from Amazon. It was a 3-pack with 2 ball bits and the skinny one you're going to see me using. I use that to clean up the cuticle some more. It helps really get all that dead cuticle off the nail plate so that I don't have no lifting at all. So I'm going to also do that on all 10 fingers. My drill is going to be at 6 RPMs. I really don't go any higher than that because it's unnecessary. You could maybe do 8, but I'd recommend you stay at 6 RPMs. And I'm going to do that all 10 of her fingers. This is a medium grit bit. Right here I'm just showing you guys the ball bit that I'm going to be using to finish up my prep. I use that, and that really will get whatever leftover cuticle that is on the nail plate, that really gets all of it up. So I use that on all 10 fingers again. I'm using my drill at 6 RPMs. Okay, so now I'm going in with a medium grit sanding band, and I'm going to take all the shine off of her fingers. You want to take off all the shine off the fingers so that you can prevent lifting. You need something for the acrylic to adhere to. I'm so sorry if I skip over my words. I'm not really good with voiceovers, but my drill is still at 6 RPMs. During the prepping process, I really do not use my drill any higher than 6. I feel like it is unnatural. It's unnecessary. I mean, you don't need to use your drill any higher than 6 RPMs. If you guys are wondering, I do have the DND drill. It cost me about $200 and it's a really good drill. So I'm gonna just do that on all 10 of her fingers. Right here you see me going in with my nippers. I think this one was kind of dull. I have to throw it out, but I'm just getting any little bit of skin that is lifting. I'm not poking at her eponychium and trying to get more to pull up. If it's sticking up, I'm gonna just pull it off, but she didn't have that much anyways. I really don't use my nippers on clients too much anymore. Ever since I got those new prepping bits, it's not necessary. Any skin that's lifting up, it comes off with those. So I really don't use my nippers on clients anymore. So I did finish my prep off camera because it would have took too long to put that in the video. I applied my tips she wanted, stiletto, pinky and index, and the rest coffin. I dehydrated the nails with a mixture I made of acetone and alcohol, and I used my YN protein bond. And I'm using the red acrylic Bloody Mary from Igelbeauty for the red bottom nails. Despite what people say about Igel, they do have some nice colors. They are very hit or miss, but for the most part they are always having 60% sales, so you really don't miss out too much. I do have a few nudes that I like from them: Cozy Cashmere, Piglet, and a few that I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm just doing that right there. I know that some people like to use red gel polish at the bottom. I don't really like that method. I've never tried it, but I'm fine with using the acrylic. You're gonna put a thin layer of the red acrylic. You don't want it too thick. You just need enough red so that you can see it under the nail. It doesn't need to be a thick layer. It should be a very thin layer. I also do not put clear underneath. I know a lot of people do that, the sandwich method, but I don't do that, and I don't have a problem with lifting. I feel like it takes too much time. I used to do that, but I don't anymore because it takes too much time, and I don't offer color changes on fills anyways, so there's no need for me to do that. So I'm just gonna do that on all her fingers, but in this video I'm only showing one hand, but I do the same process on the other hand also. My Notpolish nude. I think it's Fuzzy Wuzzy. I believe it's Fuzzy Wuzzy, but I'm not 100% sure. I have like 6 or 7 different nudes from Notpolish. I love Notpolish. I love their colors. It's very buttery and it's easy to work with. I also do not cap my Notpolishes in clear. My other brands like Secret Nail Affair or Hokage Nails or Royalty, any other acrylic brand I use, colored acrylic, I do cap in clear, but I do not cap Notpolish in clear. I don't feel the need to. So right there, I'm just applying it over the red right there, tapping in my sides and corners so that the nail isn't too bulky and I don't have to do too much filing. I'm going in with my cuticle bead right here. What I do, I apply my cuticle beads way lower than where I want it to be for my cuticle and just push it up myself, because when I was beginning, I'd put it right at the cuticle and then it flooded and make it so messy and I had to spend more time filing. So I just like to do it like that. With your cuticle beads, you're going to want to use a cuticle bead that's more on the drier side and not runny. I also don't have a specific ball method. I try to do the 2-ball method, but at the end I use however much I need to build the proper apex, or give the nail enough strength and thickness, or cover the spots that needs to be covered. So don't beat yourself. It cut off, but I was basically saying don't beat yourself up if you can't get your nails on a special 1-bead or 2-ball, 3-bead method. However balls or beads work for you, do that. As long as your application comes out fine and your nail set comes out fine, it really does not matter. So you're gonna just see how I apply on each finger, how I clean up. I'm also using the number 12 Kiara Sky Kolinsky brush. I really love the Kiara Sky brush. Before I was using Kiara Sky, I had the Panda number 10 brush from Amazon, which was okay. I didn't really know the difference, but now that I'm using the Kiara Sky one, it's definitely worth paying for this one. So I'm gonna apply the nude on all her fingers, keep wiping my sides so that it doesn't make the nail too bulky and I don't have to do too much filing. This client did request that her nails be thinner because she was only going to wear it for like that day. She's a hairstylist, so she was going to clip them down anyway. So she did request them to be thinner, and I tried my best to make them as thin as possible without them making them too thin. So yeah. So here I am right here going in with my 80 grit, I think, nail file. I'm just gonna file the sides in, you know, typical filing. I hold my file kind of straight in the direction I wanted to. So since I wanted to go in for a stiletto, I'm gonna file inwards. And if you want it to be a straight tapered square, you're gonna hold your file straight. You guys can't really see, but I am kind of pushing back her skin so I don't cut her with the file. But since this is the thinner file, you can't really cut them with the file, but I still do that. I'm taking in her sides because she wanted us to be coffin and skinny, so I'm just taking in her sides more. I'm getting under the nail too. I don't know if you guys notice, but sometimes if you don't file underwards, it'll have like that little ledge under. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but that's just how I file. I'm going to keep doing that on all her hands. I file the top straight down so that it could have a sharp end and not curve or go upwards, be just straight. I do apologize if y'all are confused. I'm not really good at explaining, but hopefully you guys can see just how I'm holding my file in my client's hand and you guys can get what I'm trying to say. Right now I'm going in with my medium barrel bit. I think that's what they call it, my medium barrel bit, and that's how I seal my cuticles. I used to use the more tapered ones, the tapered bits, or like the cone bits to secure my cuticle area. But when I was in nail school, my second teacher, she taught me that you could still get the job done with the old school ones, and ever since she taught me that, I've just been using that. I haven't really used the tapered ones. It all works the same. You know, just hold back the skin and get as close as possible. Then I'm running the file all around her nails. She told me it was a little thick for her liking, so I had to really just try to go in there and get it as thin as she wanted. Thankfully, these are C-curve coffin tips. So when you have C-curve tips, in my experience, I don't know about anyone else, but in my experience, you don't really need a big of an apex because the C-curve does support the nail. So I'm just going all in there. Any acrylic that may have gotten on her skin or may have flooded, you're gonna go deep inside with that bit. And my drill is at, I think, 12 RPMs, if I'm not mistaken. I'm usually using at 12 RPMs when it comes to this part and just filing over the nail in general. I use 12 RPMs, so I think it's at 12. asked her if it's thin enough. She was like, no. So I had to go back and make them a little more thin. That's really as thin as I could have made them. Any thinner, they would have broke right off. So thank God for that C curve. Thank God for that C curve. So I'm just going in, just making it a little bit thinner for her liking, because she keeps saying she's going to clip them down because she does hair, so she cannot keep these. These are only a temporary set. I think she said she's only keeping on for like a few days. So she said she does not need them thick at all. Once I get it to her liking, I run over it one more time with a hand file just to get anything I missed before with my e-file. And I just don't like to go over the e-file and not go over with the hand file. I've been doing it for so long that it's just second nature for me. So I'm just going over it, smoothing out any imperfections that is there, and just going over her nails. So right here I'm going in with my bling gel from Notpolish. This is an okay gel. My favorite bling gel so far is the Nail Supply Glamour Diamond Gel. Theirs is really good. Like, my stones don't move at all. The Notpolish one is good too. It's just a little bit runny. But she wanted to have AB crystals and red crystals. So what I'm going to do, I think on this finger, is mix the AB with the reds. So I start just placing my ABs in, I'm not the ABs, but the red ones in just random spots, because I don't like when all of this comes together when you're doing a mixed color. And that's just how I apply my stones. I don't know if you guys put it in a unified line and then do it like that, but I usually just put it on randomly. This hand, she wanted all red bling, so I'm going in with all red bling for this. I think that's her ring finger. And at the end, you'll see me pushing the sides, but that's just so the rhinestone isn't falling off and it doesn't make me lose the shape of my nails and it doesn't look all extra bulky. So I usually just push them in, and whichever rhinestones are piling on top of each other, I take them off so that it can fit nice and look nice.